Alexa Bliss returned to SmackDown. The 5 Feet of Fury is back on the blue brand, and she brought almost 50,000 fans back with her. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. The SmackDown numbers are in, the SmackDown ratings are in, and I mean, we could give credit to Alexa Bliss, even though the likelihood is it was John Cena that brought in the numbers. But this week's SmackDown is up 49,000 fans. It's not a huge amount. It's not a big amount, but I was doing some calculations, and if Alexa Bliss is 5 foot, and considering that she's getting older, maybe she's lost like an inch, that could maybe bring her to 4'9". But anyway, the point I'm trying to make is, maybe it's like she brought 10,000 fans per foot of her size.
We got there in the end, but that was as tragic as the current state of wrestling.
Well, I'm trying to do some maths. It's not quite Steiner maths, but trying to figure... I'm just shocked this show could get a gain of 49,000 fans, because it was fucking shit, but that's what it got, guys. 49,000 fans, up from the previous week. So last week, SmackDown did 1.406 million. This week it did 1.455 million. So yeah, up 49,000 fans and up 3% from last week's show. Key Demo was also up. This week it did a 0.41. Last week it did a 0.37. That's up 11%. I mean, last week was shocking, and last week was one of the lowest SmackDowns in a very, very long time. So, not hard to be an improvement on last week's show. And like I said, Cena actually was advertised for this show. Cena was on this show heading into the pay-per-view, or as we call it these days now, the premium live events that aren't good enough to pay for. So, yeah, Cena back on SmackDown. Not really surprised that he brought in some fuse.
No, I mean, I'm not, but again, I think the bigger question is here is when Cena goes. SmackDown, there's going to be a period over this summer where Cena takes weeks off.
Well, it has to be just purely down to the fact that he's only got, 24 dates left?
And I would like to think they're not going to waste a bunch as him heel. He's definitely going to turn face around SummerSlam. I think.
Is he?
I'd say so. Well, so you think Cena's going to make his last appearance and that's going to be the heel turning face?
I thought possibly if he was full-time, but he's not full-time. No one's full-time in this company, apart from the fucking jobbers that you don't want. Have you noticed the only guys that show up and wrestle every week are the guys that you just never want to see again?
I know, it's done back to front. The business is dying right in front of us.
But yeah, Cena, like I said, not many dates left, and hopefully they use them to the best of their ability. But honestly, this company is in big trouble when Cena does go away.
Big trouble.
He's like the last real draw that they have. Yeah, they can get The Rock back, but I mean, The Rock doesn't have the pull that he used to have. The Rock doesn't have the effect on the people and the numbers that he used to have. And plus, I mean, I think the Rock has turned quite a few people off, to be honest. I think there's people out there that aren't interested in seeing The Rock anymore. There's people out there that just don't really care for The Rock anymore. And that's no one but himself to blame. But you can see here, slightly up on last week's show, but make no mistake about it, I think that we will see SmackDown continue to go down, and I think over the next few weeks and heading into June that we will see SmackDown definitely dip under the 1.4. I'm still going for a 1.2. I see it in the future.
Well, I see it in the future as well. Roman Reigns, he's less and less appearances. Cody Rhodes never will be a fucking draw, right? Cena's disappearing. Orton's getting older, guys like that. See in a couple of years' time, man. This will be down under 1 million. Easy. Easy peasy. Fucking you can bet your bottom dollar. I mean, when would you ever have thought WWE would start doing under 1 million?
If they keep going the way they're going, then yeah, they will. I mean, why not? The way I see it, NXT does under, and people will go, but that's the development. But yeah, but I mean, is SmackDown much better?
Of course it's not.
Well, what's development about NXT? It's full of guys that aren't good and have no name value. Well, guess what? SmackDown's full of guys that aren't good enough fucking no name value. So
well, I said this in a previous video. It's like, see if you switch the AEW and WWE rosters, right, and maybe take out Cena for example, the ratings stay the exact same.
Yeah, look, I'm not going to sit here and say there isn't like probably half a dozen people that I think do keep the numbers somewhat. Well, I was going to say somewhat respectable. There's nothing respectable about these numbers. But if you took let's say the top 6 people on SmackDown, if you took the top 6 stars from SmackDown away, I'd like to see the drop off in this show.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Because see, when you look at the tag division, see when you look at all these Mexicans, people aren't tuning in to see them.
Nope. And the clips tell you that.
See DIY, no one's tuning in to see them.
Oh hell no.
So like, see if you took Cena, and I know it's taking the top guys away, but see if there's a day where Cena and Orton and the Bloodline, because they sort of get, although I think they are losing their appeal big time. Your Drew McIntyres, your LA Knights.
Yeah.
See if they were on SmackDown, then you would see that these numbers are fucking horrendous, and that they would be dropping, if not under 1 million, certainly close to it. It can happen. They're not that far away. I mean, we're at last week 1.4. I mean, that's not far away from going into the 1 million territory.
Aye, of course it's not. You can drop a lot under it sooner rather than later, and I think, but it stems to the fact, I did fucking you. Where is Cody Rhodes? Where is Roman Reigns? See if this was McMahon, right, and he was saying, holy fuck, look how low these ratings are getting, guys. See you fucking jabronis that are taking time off for no reason. If yous are apparent draws, they'd be in there. Does Triple H care?
It doesn't look like he cares. Anyway, let's see who cares about the feds. Let's see who cares about the clips for SmackDown. So, highest rated video of the show was obviously Randy Orton tricking John Cena into eating an RKO. It's got 1.7 million. I recently seen a list today of the WWE feds that were released for April. It was the top 40 highest viewed WWE feds for the month of April. And literally every video in the top 11 had either John Cena or CM Punk in the title. And all the top ones were John Cena.
But that's no surprise to me, and it shouldn't be any...
No, but here's the thing. See, back in the day, that wouldn't have been the case. Austin would have had the most videos at the top, but you would have had lesser drawn superstars have videos that had higher amount of views because they were doing different shit and they were doing different stories. For example, Val Venus, Choppy your PP. Is Val Venus a bigger draw than Stone Cold? No. But see if they were uploading clips that week, I guarantee you Val Venus would have had the highest viewed one.
Aye, Samurai Sword Man backstage, that's intriguing.
See Mark Henry and Mae Young, not the biggest draws in wrestling. We're nowhere near the biggest draws in that era. Probably, maybe, the least drawn people in that era. See when she gives birth to the hand, she's outdrawing probably what Stone Cold Steve Austin, what The Rock are doing. Yes or no?
Absolutely.
Because they're doing stuff.
Aye, different things is unique.
They're actually doing things. They're in stories.
Yeah. But that's why, see as much, right, as we fucking bury the likes of Andrade, Rey Fenix, and Los Garza.
You see now, there's 3 types of things, right? It's either a match, it's either a generic promo, or it's an attack.
Yeah.
That's the 3 things you've got.
Yeah, like Rey Fenix, look, ambushed by Legado del Fantasma. See if they had like a parking lot brawl at Taco Bell, and there was a bit of blood. That would do better than that, wouldn't it? Of course it would. Be a different situation, different scenario, but you're right, everything's the fucking same, man. Look at all the thumbnails. What's inspiring about any of them? Look, it's like...
What about Border Patrol? Taking Rey Fenix back to Mexico? That would work for me, I'd click that.
That could work.
Anyway.
You tell them, John Bradshaw Layfield is waiting.
Second place, we don't really count the highlights. Second place was Charlotte Flair walks off SmackDown after Jade Cargill confrontation. Probably just people glad to see fucking Charlotte Flair walk out, to be honest.
Greatest WrestleMania women's match of all time.
688k, so if you know, you know. Whatever. Then in the third place, we had Drew McIntyre, Claymore's Jacob Fatu after the pre-Backlash tag team melee. Fourth place with Alexa Bliss, who returned her teaming up with Selena Vega to defeat Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. This got 542k, so congratulations to her. Fifth place, we had Nia Jax steals a win over Jade Cargill after Naomi attacks Tiffany Stratton. 267,000. A big drop off there. Less than half of the Alexa Bliss tag team match video, so a massive drop off from 4th to 5th. Sixth place, you have Aleister Black defeating Carmelo Hayes and hits The Miz with Black Miss. I told you, give it 2 weeks. Aleister Black will be in the low 100,000s. That's exactly where he's at. Not getting a million now since his return. 263k, hardly surprising. Where he belongs.
We're always right, aren't we? Fucking, I mean, see, because there's nothing interesting. Of course it's going to draw these numbers. Yeah. Drop the ball with him already.
7th place, Andrade and Rey Fenix versus Lord Garza. Tag team match, 188k. I said the exact same thing with Rey Fenix. Give him a week. Give him 2 weeks. He'll be doing the same numbers as Logazma. He'll be doing the same numbers as LWO. And lo and behold, that's exactly what he's doing. Low numbers, shite numbers. 9th place, you've got Fraxium pinning the Street Profits, 182k. Just more garbage. And then joint last, you've got Fraxium challenge the Street Profits to an impromptu match. And Rey Fenix getting ambushed by Legado del Fantasma backstage. 154k. There's your mighty Rey fucking Fenix. 154,000 after 3 days.
Release all of them. No, dumb fucks. No, honestly.
No, but like I said about if you released like the top half a dozen people on SmackDown, look at, I'm saying, you take away Cena and Orton, and then you take away the likes of Drew and LA Knight. See, once those guys are gone, you see this overall rating, it's fucked.
No, I agree.
Imagine a show where the top guys are like the Street Profits, Legado del Fantasma, DIY, Aleister Black, got Rey Fenix. Imagine those are like the top guys that they've got. And you don't have the other, you don't have like a Cena to save you. Or you don't have like a McIntyre or LA Knight to pique some sort of interest.
But say you're a fanboy, right? And so I'm going to hit you with this question. You have to pretend to be a fanboy. Right? Give me a reason why you shouldn't release all those jabronis that we've just buried for lack of views. Rey Fenix, Legado, Andrade, bloody Fraxium, Aleister Black. I mean, you can go over to Raw. The Creed brothers, the Viking Raiders. Give me one good fucking reason why we keep them. They don't draw clips. They kill the ratings. They're all shite workers. None of them have a charismatic bone in their body, and they're all jobbers. So give me a reason. Hit me with what's these fucking losers' excuses for keeping them employed? Why is Triple H bringing them in on the boatloads?
I've got an answer for you.
Is it money laundering? Is it something like that? Is it something sinister?
It could be. Even if I pretend I'm a massive fanboy, I actually can't still find a good reason.
Is it because Charlotte Flair, Selena Vega, they've got connections to people within the company? Is it because I don't want to be like McMahon?
Well, Charlotte and Andrade split up, like, so I mean, that's not doing his career any good.
I know, but I guess like a year ago they were still together, weren't they?
So how long he's been back?
Royal Rumble, sure, 2024.
Holy fuck. Andrade's been in this company then about
16, 17 months.
Jesus.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It has to be something like that. And partly it'll be, McMahon released all these people. I give them a second chance. Triple H, fuck him. Fuck them. And all the fans, man. And see all these fucking losers that are jumping on the bandwagon and bashing WWE like fucking Sea-Jacks, walking Mongoloid, and other people like him who are just bashing it for the sake of bashing it. They don't actually offer like constructive criticism and actually break it down and give different reasons each video. Just, rant here, rant there, rant there, rant here, rant there. It's the same pish every video.
Yeah, it's just throwing out the same buzzwords into it. Unacceptable or unforgivable or, sucks. It's just, Randy Orton sucks, Seth Rollins suck. Instead of actually giving reasons and like breaking down arguments as to why these things suck, you look at our Raw review, man, and we're giving you so many things that we dislike about it, so many things that we think are killing the product. We don't just sit here and go, that's unforgivable or that's unacceptable. That's just words, man. And the thing is, we've been caught. Is WWE worse than it is or was last year? Absolutely. But let's not get it twisted, right? Let's not throw Triple H completely under the bus here. Has he made wrestling worse? Right? Yes. Has he killed wrestling? Yes. Has he made wrestling fucking unwatchable? Yes. But was wrestling great before he took over? No. Was wrestling good before he took over? No. Was wrestling absolutely shit before he took over? Yes, it was. Wrestling's been shit for a long time, and everything reflects that. The ratings reflect that. Numbers reflect that. The fact that they changed and stopped doing pay-per-views and just gave you everything on a $9.99 subscription a month shows that. The fact that they haven't created a single proper star in fucking God knows how long shows that. The people in the audience show that. You look at the Attitude Era, Ruthless Aggression Era shows cool people and just cool people in the audience, like sports stars. Actually, the cool ones were actually there, right? Not see these ones that show up at Netflix, man. They're paid to be there. I'm convinced. Like, oh, Netflix premiere, come on, we'll pay you to, they're getting royalties or something, or else they're not right in the head, they're touched, they're special, they're retarded. But like, you just look at the guys that used to turn up to they look like fucking cool dudes, man, right? They look like people that had stuff going in their life. You look at the women that used to, they were hot fucking chicks, man. You look at the ones, they're big, fat, ugly, fucking blue-haired dykes now. It's what it is, man. Wrestling's not been cool in a long, long time. I think wrestling's been shite for almost longer than it was ever good.
Yeah. Fucking easily, I'd say.
Now, when I think back to 2015, right? It might seem amazing compared to what it is now, but make no mistake about it, wrestling 10 years ago was crap.
Yep.
Wrestling 10 years ago wasn't good to watch. Wrestling 10 years ago, we were still burying.
Just not as much, but...
And maybe when we look back in hindsight, we're like, maybe we were a wee bit too harsh, but it still wasn't good.
I don't see how in 2035 we're going to look back at 2025 and say, yeah, that was great.
No, never. I think it's gone.
The only thing you will have is you will be like, oh fuck, back then, remember you had Cena as champion, Punk was wrestling, Orton, those guys. That's it, but it wasn't good.
Well, look, you get to a point where you hit rock bottom, and it just can't get worse, and that's the lowest point you can get to, and from that moment onwards, it has to get better, and I think we're at that point. I think we're wrestling, and the way it's gotten with Triple H, I don't think they can get worse.
I think it can get worse from a wrestler perspective. We can lose a few more guys.
Yeah, a roster perspective, yes, but I think from a production, from a format, from a writing standpoint, I don't think wrestling gets worse. I think we've seen the worst of wrestling. I think it can only get better, but I don't think it will get better.
It's lazy, it's lethargic, it's cheap. The production is absolutely horrific when it comes to, especially Netflix, man. Breaks, interruptions.
The formatting of the show.
Their cues, everything. Everything is awful.
Slow, boring, drawn out. Just everything is fucking dragged out to the max.
Predictable. See, I think that's actually the biggest problem with wrestling. I think the predictability. See, when you used to watch it back in the day, it was fast-paced, and you legit didn't have time to predict. See now, when you sit down and watch one of these shows, a match comes on, you're like, fuck, this is going to be on for 20 minutes. You know what I mean? And I think that's the worst thing about it. You know for a fact when Penta against Andrade, you know a fact when Penta and that jobber Gable, right, come out last night, you know for a fact they're going to be on your screen for about 20 minutes. See, back in the Attitude Era, Ruthless Aggression, it might have been, fuck, these guys could be on our screen for about 90 seconds, and we're going to get Austin off it, we're going to get The Rock, or we're going to get Triple H. Fuck him, though. We're going to get somebody good. Yeah, they have a 20-minute match, and then after it, Grayson Waller and Austin Theory cut a wee promo. Then it pans to Karrion Kross looking at the sands of fucking time. That's brilliant. That's fantastic, thank you.
And on that note, guys, we're going to end it. SmackDown numbers are up, but make no mistake about it, they'll be back down next week, so don't get too excited. We'll catch you in the next one. Until then, peace.